sealing the deal for the Saints to keep moving on in this winner's bracket. With the Saints here as they are going to move coming back into this game now. We're going to beat here off the kickoff there. Auburn University Navy going to be next up in this bracket to take on the Saints. They're going to be coming in with Bro Turkey, Physics.exe, and Vroko. Vroko, yeah. Coming in, Ramen carrying this ball, chasing it down. There are multiple members on the play chasing that one down. Spoods sends it down towards the middle. Not going to be followed up on as Vroko to kind of clear that one out, but Spoods, this could be a good angle. Bro Turkey right there in the net for that save.
Yeah, fantastic save to keep this score at 0s early on. And I guess a little housekeeping, we are now in best of 5 territory, as the overlay can show you there. So these best of 3s going to be a thing of the past. These teams are going to have those extra couple chances to either throw a series or come back and make something spectacular happen. But so far, as I expected, as we get further along into this bracket, the game's going to be a little bit slower pace necessarily. You know, we're not going to see a lot of crazy plays, a lot of big risks. Be that feeling out process to game one, try to get a read on this other team, and then the rest of the series I expect to be a lot more high scoring.
Yeah, and I think especially in the best of 5s, even the Saints you see right now, typically they've started off those best of 3s explosive, right? Goals, goals, goals. That's the goal, no pun intended. But coming into the best of 5s now, it's more so, you know, make sure those future games go well and really get a game plan down, because there's so much more Rocket League.
Yeah, losing game one isn't the be-all, end-all. Obviously, you want to take out that, get a nice series lead, but losing game one is not going to spell disaster quite yet. You can come back, win that one, 2 games in a row, get back in a series like that. Christian trying to see what he can cook up here on the goal line. Nothing going so far for both of these teams. The Saints have the slight edge in possession time in the offensive zone, but haven't really gotten any chances. Ramen and Christian kind of getting tangled up there just a little bit. Both of these teams not really able to produce any significant chances. Maybe 1 or 2 good shots per side, but that's been it so far.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the shots we've seen so far, they've been, you know, pretty typical setups and easily saved, I think, by both sides. Nothing too out of the ordinary, nothing too non-standard here for Rocket League setups at least. But coming into the second half of the game, I mean, one of these teams going to crack eventually. Somebody is going to try and make that play. It could be Spoods coming in from the backboard. Tries to follow up on Ramen's setup there, but it's not going to be good as that ball's just a little bit too high. Now, Spoods, good contestation, clears that one out. Is going to get demoed, though. Gonna have to slow things down on the defense for a bit as Ramen makes a very, very good clear to just stall that time a little bit, get Spoods back on the board, let him build up some boost.
Yeah, and the way this game has gone so far, I would not be surprised if 1, maybe 2 goals ends up being all you need to win out this game. Both these teams so far trying to get stuff going offensively, playing very, very safe, very sound defensively, not really taking any wild swings here. It's been 3 minutes now. We've maybe had 3-4 shots on net combined between both of these teams. The Saints trying to go over the middle of their pass, just a little bit wide. Spoots back to Christian. Second touch going to be there. Not going to be able to put that one on target, though. Physics going to give chase. That's going to be Ramen, though, back toward that blue side net. Wow, shot actually going to be on target, but going to be saved over there by Vroko. Now Christian to Spoods. What can Spoods do? Not going to be able to do much. That double contest, a little bit too much for him. Ramen try to keep the cycle going. A great save by Vroko. Can Ramen get the finish, though? He will do just that. The Saints open things up. It took 3.5 minutes, but they take the first lead of this series.
3.5 minutes, about 5 passes in a row there until finally that opening comes through. Just have to mix up the defenders enough, move them out of that crease, get them a little bit forward, and you're able to finally secure that goal. With 1:30 left, though, Auburn University Navy here definitely has the time to find a goal to even this up. I mean, we could be seeing overtime game 1 here. I mean, now we're not because I just said it, but
Josh,
we could be.
Josh, I'm not even gonna, we'll leave it. Ramen gonna play it up the right side here. We've had way too many curses in Rocket League. I'm scared to even approach the subject. So 65 seconds left to play. Auburn still hunting for this goal. They've had a couple really, really solid chances. The Saints, though, have had just enough to keep closing that door. Now Vroko gonna get that full corner boost. It's gonna be Spoods to the ball first, though. Tangled up on one of his teammates, it looks like. Now Physics over the middle, trying to get that pass across. Not gonna be able to turn it into a shot, though. Now Christian, ball back toward this Auburn side. Vroko there to play it. Spoods there for the answer, though. He's going to find a shot on net off the crossbar. Second follow, not going to be good. Ramen, second shot on net there. Now the pressure starting to get put on by these Saints. They've realized that we can keep this ball buried in this blue zone. We should be able to at least ride this clock out at the very best case scenario. get that insurance policy goal. Auburn, though, 25 seconds, lots of time to play in the game of Rocket League. If they can start something out now, they can maybe find it last second.
Turkey sets up towards the middle, Spoods off the backboard. Physics looked like he had a good angle. It's just a little high. That next attacker not able to find that one. And here, 8 seconds left. Christian himself in this Auburn zone. There's the clear to come through. All it's going to take is sending that ball straight towards the grass off the wall. Will it be followed up on? Christian sends it right down, and that's game one secured. 1-0 by St. Clair College. A tight game.
Yeah, very, very back and forth game. Both teams had pretty solid chances. I mean, look at 6 shots to 10, it looks like, for St. Clair. So shots, not really that big of a discrepancy. I think I saw that they had, 7 or 8 saves as well, did the side of Auburn there. So they're putting up a very, very good fight. They had a lot of really solid chances as well. But that one goal does actually end up being enough. Now, as that first game is done, the feel-out process is kind of gone. I would expect to maybe see some action. And as I say that, the only action we're getting is this game.
Yeah. Unfortunate happens sometime, but lobbies are fixed eventually, and we're going to have to possibly just send it to a quick technical break here as we get this lobby fixed up. But 1-0, we will return to you with St. Clair College versus Auburn University.
Auburn versus St. Clair, game 2, take 2. Had a couple disconnects there a few moments ago, but now we are back. We are on to the pitch. The Saints did win that game 1 in 1-0 fashion. The slowest game we have seen today. As we get farther along in this CRL run, you can tell these teams are so skilled, so fundamentally sound. Every one of those goals going to be so difficult. The Saints, though, the only ones to score so far.
Yeah, only 1 goal in this series coming off of game 1. Now 30 seconds lower to start here. Roman and Spoods in the corner, going to be trading off touches on this ball. Vroko coming in to follow up out to the corner. Pro Turkey's got a good follow-up on this one. Could be the chance that Auburn's looking for to start this game off, but it's Spoods who makes that clear. Finds a demo as well. This is all looking up for the Saints on this offensive opportunity, but Pro Turkey comes in full throttle, clears that one out off the back wall.
Yeah, now Christian going back the other way. What a touch off that back tire. Almost going to find the net, but Vroko shutting the door early on that one. Auburn, they don't want to fall behind any time in this series. They already down that one game. They have time to come back, but the pressure starts to ramp and ramp and ramp the longer this series goes, especially if you find yourself struggling on either end of the pitch. The Saints trying to get these passing plays going once again. Christian, second touch going to be good. Ball on the goal line, not going to be enough angle to put that one in the net, though. A beautiful chance nonetheless. Now Auburn trying to get something going.
Spoods a split second too late there, but Vroko demoed on the crease there right after making that initial shot. Saved by Spoods, cleared out towards the other side. Vroko back in net. Can't contest Rahman in the air, though. There's that aerial shot. Rahman finds the first one here, a minute 48 into this game. Look at that. Sneaks past Vroko right there in the air.
Yeah, the curvature on some of these Saints shots today have been absolutely beautiful. They are finding ways to stick this ball, even when it doesn't look like there's going to be that good of a shot. However, this is a pretty good shot back the other way for Auburn. Almost going to find themselves on the receiving end of that kickoff goal, but the Saints will keep that 0 on the board, at least for the moment. Now Spoods trying to kind of get a read off what kind of plays being made here. Pro Turkey there for the bump, the shot as well. Not going to be in the back of the net, though. Now Christian, full boost, full head of steam, trying to go back the other way, trying to hit that musty flip. Not going to connect, though. Now Auburn seeing if they can get going on this counter attack.
Back to Spoods from the air. Long one off the backboard. There's the second player to follow up. It's Christian with the shot. Rahman for number 3. Christian for number 4.
Jeez.
All those rebounds And finally, the Saints find that goal. Back off the post, back to Robin, off the crossbar, and back to Christian.
3, 4, 5 chances, whatever the amount you need to get that ball in the back of the net, they are more than happy. And that's a great job to stay with the play, too, to keep that ball cycling, not giving up on the play, making sure they secure that goal. Every goal meaning so much as they progress through this game. Now, the demo going to be good on Christian. The net, that's a great save by Broco. Looked like Spoods maybe he was going to sneak one in the back door there. Now Ramen and Christian trying to play off this midline. Spoods, though, first one there. Now Ramen follow off the backboard, seeing if one of these Saints members can follow. No one going to be there to connect. Now Bro Turkey, seeing if Auburn can finally get something going back the other way. But the Saints, they just consistently put it back down the other way. And Ramen consistently putting it into the net. Now make it a 3-0 lead just under the midway point.
I mean, we talk about game one being the feel-out game. Saints putting everything they learned about this Auburn defense right into game two here, starting it off strong. What started off as such a slow game, right? Almost 2 minutes with nothing. Yeah. Now we're a minute after that, and there's been 3 goals. The floodgates have been open for the Saints to be able to start finding these. Ramen gets demoed, give a little bit of time to Auburn to play with this ball, but they can't even get it out of their zone here. Bounce right over Spoods, actually. Physics with the slowest approach ever, but it made him all the way to half.
Yeah, I was about to say, what am I watching? But it was clearly working out. Everyone on the pitch was confused by it, but Auburn, they have a lot of time to try to get these goals back, but the longer you wait, the harder it is going to be. You got to start taking some chances, though, at this point. And if you're the Saints, though, I want them to stay aggressive. You have a 3-0 lead, up 1-0 in the series. I don't want you to play too conservative and give up anything easy. I want you to challenge them head on and try to take them on, reduce these chances as much as you can. Christian going to make a great save there. $1:25 left to play. The Saints, you can tell now, they're kind of just already in clock stall mode.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it in the way they're playing, the speed of these shots and the types of passes they're going for, these long lob passes, not necessarily towards the net, but just kind of advancing away from their net.
Now that ball going to roll back toward the middle. Spoods easily there, trying to get the fake out, though. You can see exactly like you said. You can just tell they're like, okay, the clock is now our friend. We have 3 goals. We don't really need a 4th. There's not really any reason. It's not going to do us any good. Run this clock off. Keep playing defense soundly. Try to not let Auburn get that 1 goal. If Auburn can get 1 goal in the next little bit here, they maybe have a chance, but if you keep them at that 0, you're going to know that this win is going to be all but secured sooner than later, rather.
Yeah, Ramen chasing down this ball towards the corner. Picks up some boost right past one defender. Physics EXE is the one to pick it up. Bro Turkey, these angles just, it's always a tad bit wide here from Auburn. It's always right to left of the post there. Ramen coming in from the skies, make it number 4 there for the team. I'm sure, is that Ramen's 3rd?
Hat-trick, yeah.
I believe so.
Hat-trick for Ramen off a little bit of help from the side of Auburn there. That ball would have been on target either way. So we're going to count it up for Ramen all the same. Hat-trick for him. I believe 2 or 3 of these members of St. Clair have all had hat-tricks now today. The offense has been so much better consistently than it was last week already through these first couple of series. But 15 seconds to play. They're away from this 2-0 lead. Then they're going to be looking to try to close this one out with a nice 3-0 sweep.
Sweep looking to continue. We talked about before, staring down Seton Hall on this other side of the bracket, but finish out this series with Auburn here, waiting for this ball to touch down. Auburn, can you find the goal? It's going to touch down right on the crease, and Saints take that first game 4-0, or second game 4-0 as they look to move in to 3-0 sweep territory, not dropping a game thus far today.
Yeah, once again, the shot's 10-6. It's also the quality of chance that St. Clair was finding. A couple of those goals you saw, it was the, 4th, 5th crack at the net. They'd cycled the ball, set up those passing plays, try to find the consistent stuff, and eventually they're able to find the back of that net. Now, if you're Auburn, though, you have to get this offense going some way, shape, or form. They have not been able to find the back of the net so far in these first 2 games.
Yeah, that's the main thing. They just you have to connect that ball with the net. I mean, you can't do much else without some goals on the board. They're able to get the chances often, and they're able to make their plays when they're not stuck in the net. But right here, you see a perfect setup just can't be followed up on. Just a tad bit too late, a fraction of a second. Now that net goes back to being wide open, but Spoods and Christian are right on top of the ball.
I don't hate that attempt from Auburn either. Kind of crashing the net, getting a lot, making that kind of rugby scrum in the crease might be the key to victory here. You can create so many off angles, get the defense a little bit confused, and let's see where you're going to pick those angles out. But the counterattack for the Saints has been so damn strong all day today. Auburn, they have to be careful. Physics, not going to quite get a piece of that ball. Ball will remain over this blue side for now. Christian, not going to be able to get there. Ramen, there for the follow. Now back to Spoods. Christian get there in the middle. Went to go get boost off somewhere side of the pitch. Ramen, though, going to keep possession at least for the time being.
I think the big thing is whatever Auburn decides is going to be their clincher to be able to find this goal, they need to just 100% in on it. They need to all in on it. They need to keep themselves, at least find the win in this game here, keep themselves in the series, and then move on, maybe start expanding, branching out off of that opportunity. But you really need to 100% in on one strategy to be able to find something. It's Physics. He's going to be the one to all in there to the back of the net.
Yeah, that is a huge goal for Auburn. You finally break that 0 off the board. It took 2 games to do so, 2.5 games almost. The Saints a little bit caught off guard there. The defense not able to get back in time. 3:41 left to play. Auburn. Finally, that goal they're looking for now. Are they going to be able to snowball this lead into something even greater?
That's the question. Bro Turkey takes it in high. Vroko for the second. Yes, they will snowball this lead off of that first goal. 13 seconds in, they find another.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for Auburn. They have to be feeling so good. The demons of game 1 and 2 should have left their bodies by now. Now it's all about finishing off game 3 as strong as you can. That 2-0 lead gonna feel so damn good as well, knowing that that one lucky shot won't be the thing to tie the game. Oh, no luck about that one though. Spoods leaving no doubt on that one. Individual effort. Sick reset, the flip dodge. Buries that one in the corner. 2-1 lead.
Absolutely snipes it, locks into that corner, just like it shows in the end. 2-1 now. Saints kind of have to clap back right after. I mean, you get 2 scores, or you get 2 goals scored on your face. You kind of have to show, all right, hold on, guys. Slow down for a sec. We're still in this game. You're not the only team on the field here.
Yeah, exactly. And they showed that, hey, we know we can score goals. They scored 4 that last game, able to find the net in game 1. So they know they can crack this defense. It comes down to the quality of chance. In Auburn, they have had some quality chances these last couple minutes. With that consistency, though, all it takes is 25, 30 seconds of excellent Rocket League to swing a game one way or the other. Saints, so just trailing by that 1 goal. Auburn, Physics, trying to see what they can get going, see if they can increase this lead once more.
Bounce from the corner. It's actually going to go high. 50-50 on that one. Bro Turkey figures it out, and we've been in this corner for a while. Finally going to roll up the side. Vroko knocks that one into the air, followed up by Christian or Ramen. Ramen with a good clear off the backboard. Spoods, it's going to go a little bit to the left, just too wide, but Christian from the corner, another snipe right to that right side, or I guess that was more middle net there, but Christian from the corner is going to find that one, tie this game up here halfway through.
Yeah, Christian, great read on the ball and fantastic job to slot that one in on that far side, just out of the grips of the defense there. Now, 1 minute ago, it was 2-0 Auburn. Blink, and now it is 2-2 in this game 3. Auburn, they were looking so strong, so sound this first half of game 3. They looked like they maybe had that chance to get back in the series. Now this game, though, has been flipped on an axis. They're going to have to battle back now and find this counter punch and try to stay alive and send this over to game 4.
Bro Turkey facing called back to his own zone, but you see Ramen, you see the whole Saints squad just set up there at mid, waiting for the follow-up on that initial ball there. Christian to be the one to set it up. Spoods for the follow-up. Demo in the net. Ramen could be the one, the 3rd player to tap this ball, but it looks like Saints kind of content with slowing this one down a little bit because, I mean, it is still a tie game. You don't want to get over-aggressive just because you found 2 goals so quickly.
Yeah, and once they get the game tied, there's a lot less desperation, a lot less need to go make these plays. Like, okay, we got the goals back. Now we can just play a minute and a half. Play our normal game of Rocket League. The first 2 games went very, very well for us. Ramen, great pinch there. Ball actually going to get centered as well. Going to get taken out there by Physics. Bro Turkey and Christian going to trade out some demos there. Physics trying to drag this one into the Saint zone. Going for the bump onto Ramen. Ramen looking for that second touch. Now Christian off that respawn. Going to find it. Should be able to get a little more space with this ball. Demo, though. Christian going to get taken out of the play. Now Physics Bro Turkey waiting in the crease. Flip reset's going to be good, and it's on target. The ball ends up in the back of the net. The flip reset, the speed boost, it's all going to be good for Auburn. It's going to be good for Physics, and that's going to be good to give them back that 1-goal lead.
What a sweep there from the air. The reset comes through Auburn. Navy is actually back up in this game, coming through. Not done with this series just yet. Ramen not done with this ball just yet, though. Follows it up. Physics there. Solo plays on the defense, solo plays on the offense, keeping Auburn here, keeping Auburn alive and their hopes alive in this game right now. Christian Ramen on the defense there, but looks like got pinched almost between two players there. Maybe the new player spawning, coming back in off that demo. Christian sends it up high off that save, but you don't want to let Physics just be able to have control of the ball right in the crease. We saw that from that last goal there. 30 seconds remaining. Saints are in a tough position. Could be the first game they drop all day. Auburn Navy, will you be the ones to do it? 3-2 right now, 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Saints had a lot of good chances. They were swarming like a bunch of sharks moments ago, but now they have to play off this back foot. They have to find it, and they're going to have to find it now. 6 seconds left on the clock. The save is made by Bro Turkey. Saints, can they cycle this ball? Can they get one more quality chance? 1 second on the clock. Ball still in the air. The second touch, ball still kicking around. There may be another chance yet for this Saints squad. The ball finally get a touchdown, though. They will finally drop their first match of the game, Auburn. They will take game 3. They will send things over to a potential deciding game 4, now trailing 2-1.
4 coming through soon. Like we are going to have a new lobby to be made once again. We'll be getting into game soon, but coming through, this is going to be a big one. 2-1 in the series. We're going to get back into the pitch in just a second. What a series so far. Auburn coming in what looks like backs against the wall and just have a stellar, like, 2-goal minute, right?
Yeah.
And then they're able to clinch it at the end with that 3rd goal. Now, move into game 4. Saints, you've taken your first game loss of the day. Now you're looking to try and make this one, try and secure this one out, and just move forward in this winner's side here.
Yeah, moving forward, that Seton Hall rematch is up there, having some issue with the server. So, we will throw it to a quick little 1 or 2 minute tech pause, get the servers back up and running. We'll catch you guys back just shortly.
Game 4 to begin here. Lobby remade and players right back on to the pitch and straight back into it as Christian tries to make that first shot there. Going to be saved up by Rocco. Ramen with the follow-up off the post. Christian, there's going to be right into the nose of Bro Turkey. Nobody can follow up on that ball. That ball not going to be able to find the net. That first little scuffle of the game there. Spoods now trying to follow up. Ramen taps it right into his hands.
Yeah, after that last game, the Saints, they were looking to get ahead nice and early, try to put that pressure over onto Auburn. We are in this game 4 of the best of 5. The Saints, they only need that one more game to close things out, and now they're going to strike first on the board here to kick things off.
Yeah, start this one off 1-0. You take your flawless day, you say, all right, we had the one slip up there, and you just look towards that next game, try to make this series a 3-1, take the most advantage you can. Let Auburn Navy get away with any of the stuff they were able to find last game, because realistically, I mean, you don't have that minute with the 2 goals. You don't have that game coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, the flip reset goal at the end was magnificent, but they had that, like I said, 45, 50 seconds of Rocket League. One really good stretch can end up turning the tides of this game, especially if it's only in that 1 or 2 goal range. So Auburn, they're going to look to threaten, trying to see what they can get going. Spoods, though, so good on this defensive side. Going to get that second contest as well. Christian going to be waiting. Now he's going to send it to the corner. Maybe Spoods trying to get it back to that middle. Maybe Christian looking for that clear out, looking for that goalie bump, potentially to set up Ramen, but that corner boost is going to be swept away by Turkey. Now Auburn trying to get back going the other way. The Saints trying to threaten off this back foot.
6 here. Not going to be able to find those same setups you've been looking for all series. Now, Christian towards the middle. There's no defender in the net. Spoods saves that from Christian's own shot. Ramen tries to save this play, but it's not going to be good. Devastation on the pitch right now as Bro Turkey takes this ball, makes this rebound, makes this clear. The second drive coming back towards the Saints. Saints now going in for round 2 on this Auburn net.
Yeah, the only saving grace, maybe that ball would have hit the crossbar and Spoods was trying to get the pinch. It's a bang-bang play. It's very hard, especially when you're in the moment. It's like, okay, like trying to dodge the ball. Very, very difficult. But the Saints, luckily, that's why you have that 1-goal advantage. You can afford to have things go that way, and it's not going to ruin the game. It's not going to deter you. That is a nice little floater, though, right on target. Kicked away by Christian almost halfway through this game for Auburn. Still trying to chip away here, trying to get this goal back and to ultimately force this game 5. But the Saints doing a very, very good job cycling and threatening, and they're going to find a couple more chances here.
Yeah, halfway through this game now, Saints still with the lead. Physics, though, here's what he can do on these defenders. You never know what Physics is going to do with that ball on the hood.
Yeah.
Just slows down so often to be able to take his time, make that read when it's necessary. Here's it out in the corner to Bro Turkey. Who's there to follow up on that ball? Try to send it to one of these other Saints here, but no one there to follow up except Christian. Great demo from Christian back towards Ramen. Still in this Saints zone, though. The demo might be too little too late as Bro Turkey tries to set this one up. These slow balls from Auburn have been the ones to give Saints the biggest challenge.
Yeah, the slow rollers are always the hardest to gauge. You don't really know how it's going to fall, who might get there in time to bump it. Auburn, though, they are swarming this orange side right now. They have found a lot of chances. They've had a lot of time of possession. They haven't found that first goal of the game yet. That's going to be a nice crack toward the net. Christian easily there to kick that one aside. Now Bro Turkey on the reswing here, trying to see if he can play this ball. It's going to be Christian, though, trying to take to the wall here, seeing what he can cook up. Ramen, next one there for the cycle. The Saints, a minute 20, only a 1-goal lead, though. This game could absolutely swing either way still.
I mean, you got to talk about the defense there on that last little drive from Auburn. They had probably 3 to 4 good, floater chances on that net, and Saints just held their ground, made sure they made those saves. Ramen finds a demo in this blue zone. Could be something to work with, but with a minute remaining, Saints looking like they're starting to eye that clock just a little bit more. Now Christian, big long clear down the field. Ramen slew this ball down as much as possible. 45 on the clock. The time's being chunked away, and with a 1-0 lead, Saints, this could be everything for you.
Yeah, you have to be careful with this offensive pressure, though. They kind of got snake bit 1 or 2 times on that counterattack. They have to be wary of it, especially if those demos come through. But look how aggressive Auburn's playing. The net's wide open, and Spoods potentially may have saved it again. I know Physics got a piece of it as well, so Auburn staying alive in this game. The clock is getting dangerously low. They've got 18 to play. A good pass to the middle. Christian keeping the game in tow now. 13 seconds left. The Saints on this back foot, trying to get this ball out, trying to run the rest of this game off and move on in this winner's bracket. Spoods with the challenge. Bro Turkey, it's all coming down to this. A last gasp for Auburn. Ball touches down. They will run out of air in this winner's bracket. The Saints, 3-1 series victory. We will be moving on to potentially, I believe, play Seton Hall once more.
Now the touchdown finally comes through. We're going to have to take a look at this other side of the bracket, but we will be back after a short little break to figure out who exactly is going to be this winners finals matchup as the Saints move in to the winners finals.